And action. So, oh no. Oh no.
Where are we going?
So episode 16 and life
13
to
or
go.
16?
17.
I thought we were at 13.
I think 13 will get you 25.
19. Episode 19.
So as we go, so I smoked crack. Used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do it, so a little got more and more. Well, for clients, I feel like this is a VIP treatment right here. But anyways, check it. So, I fucking judged meth heads. I fucking grew up in Montana. First time I ever did some shit was a little bit of speed, and boy, did I not stop talking. I haven't stopped talking since.
You just still stop talking.
Still talking, dude.
Still talking.
And actually, we were going on the way to Sacramento. My uncle was like, hey, now I didn't know this about him, but he had, me in mind for him getting gasoline from my grandmother. Because he didn't have no gas money to get back to California. And he knew I was a hot little skateboarder. And he's like, I'll take you down to San Francisco. I'll drop your ass off. And
Wolf Street.
Fucking right, as soon as we leave, like not but the next 6 hours, just texting, not texting, this was back in the day. Calling from a payphone, Grandma, Mike doesn't have any gas money. So we're getting wired gas money. So he can get took down to California and he's kidnapped me basically. But I didn't care. I was gonna go skateboard curbs and banks and ditches and think I was
I
was gonna fucking be past the public domain of reality. Anyway, so he gave me a look. So he goes and I smoke weed. I'm only 12, 13 years old, but I smoke weed, and I'm like, oh man, I was gonna get this big bowl, like a bowl. That's all I'm thinking. And you get a big bowl for the trip. And dude comes back and he's like, okay, check it out. And he just does the middle council thing. And he's like, all right, your dad was in there. He doesn't want you to know that your dad gave me this speed. And I was like,
that time you got to the cool part of the
dude,
story?
what's that, dude? I know, I was a big lead up.
Jeez.
Gene Lamb is his name. So anyways, Gino, me and Gene. So anyways, my fucking uncle, he does it, and we do these little pinner lines. Got this already along that side. And my uncle, I don't think he didn't know what he's in for. He just opened up the galaxy of me and my mouth. And so lo and behold.
That was a bad idea.
It was what it was, but, never really got the taste for it because they started giving me cocaine and doing Montana flat crack.
I'm not really a big...
They're pasties.
Yeah, I never really was into the speed.
No. Because one time when I was in San Diego, and I was skateboarding with, these big, for me, like during that time, Sean Sheffy, which actually came to my house with Chad Vaught and fucking Mikey Ching, and dunked his head in a fucking bucket of white paint right after he took a shower. And he was talking like this. And Chad Vaught goes, I picked him up on the beach. He was burning $3,000 DVS checks. And he's in my house, and he took a shower and then dunked his head in white gesso. And then he looked like a fucking Aboriginal, and they wouldn't let him in the Sandy yet. Yeah. Anyways, great guy. Wish I wouldn't have thrown away all of his streaker art. So, unbeknownst to me, I was in San Diego when I was a kid, and we did some speed, and I go, hey man, we're just a little high, and this guy goes, he just looked at me point blank, he goes, that shit will steal your soul. And I was like, I just want to skate, dude. He's like, good luck. I was like, what? And then, I seen dudes like Coco, and, just like, it just wasn't my thing, man. I like cocaine. I thought it was a nice lady to talk to. Anyways, long story short, we'll edit this. Probably not. But, man, started doing that flat crack, boy. And then I learned, and I'll never forget, toothless candy, man. So I'm like, buying zips from the fucking Mexican for $600, getting 8 balls delivered for fucking real shit for $75. And I just was getting so much, and he goes, why don't you just go get a fucking pipe from the he goes, from the Grinchy store. It's always the Grinchy store.
Kenny,
though, but the Grinchy store, the Grinch store. We gotta go to the Chinaman store. Toothman. So anyways, he goes in there and he goes, you gotta get a rose yourself, Slammer.
Yep.
And he's like 10 years younger than me. He's like,
but he
got dreadlocks.
He's
got dreadlocks and he's homeless, And anywho, he got me into making it. And so then I started making it, and then it was like, from that point on, I used to spend in somebody else's pocket, I'd have $900 just to pay off my dude, because it's front plus tax. And I made a joke on
Crack's
stage.
hell of a drug.
Oh, hell of a drug, bro. Because you know what? It's never enough.
Never.
And when you think you're gonna have a heart attack, you're like,
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, and then you're like, fuck.
Let's
I
try
don't
that
want
again.
that. Let's do that again. Like, and then it's like, you want to do it till it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, besides the fact that it's highly addictive, I think I'm addicted to the running out of it. I think that the danger of me wanting more. I want to want more. I want to want more. I don't want to have, because like that, having all of it doesn't do anything. You know, it's like you just want to. I think I want desperation is really what it comes down to.
Well, yeah.
And so I've become a desperation artist.
That's a fucking interesting way to think about it.
I really do.
About
I honest to God truth, man, on this trip, I'm telling you, that is, I've come to grips with, like, it used to be the anticipation for the, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. You know, like, oh, is it still gonna be there? And a couple times they weren't. You know, like some shit went weird.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, Eeyore, woe is me, bird.
Eeyore.
Yeah, dude. Your Snuffleupagus and Eeyore. And then you got a whole house full of fools coming and be like, what the fuck, son? You the guy.
Let me get a hit.
Blah, blah, blah. And then, then also we used to have the book where, you know, it was like, I didn't get a toke list. So it was like, the first thing you'd have to do with me, like, especially El Cupacabra, was I say, hey, man, you got to sign a list. He goes, what? I got the biggest one ever. I sign it, date it, boom. Because in fucking 2 to 5 minutes after that first one, let me just...
I didn't get one.
I didn't get one all night.
Weird.
And then I want to make the next batch.
Yeah.
So then I was so bitter at one time.
But you're so fucking shaky trying to make the next batch.
Oh God, no. I've had to do this one. This one is the fucking, the holds your fucking, and it's like, I've had women that loved me. They're like, he's a great man, and I will put up with this for so long because I think I'll fix him. Because they always want to fix you. They want to fix you, and also, you know, they like the big bad. They like Marlon Brando. You know, the Wild Bunch. But so much. So anyway, yeah, dude, it's like you watching yourself being pitiful and then having breakdowns and just, you know, not being a man and not being anything, being whatever.
Yeah.
But I've had miracles happen too. I've had things happen to where, like,
Miracles on
Crack Street.
Miracles on crack.
That's
a hell of a drug.
Man, I tell you what, I this Boogie Raw guy I told you about. I was supposed to go on a date with my girlfriend, didn't show up 3 hours late, and then Boogie Raw, though, he popped up out of nowhere, and he fixed my tire, got a tire and a jack,
on the door,
and I think he got $20 for me or something. You know, like, he was a miracle man, Boogie motherfucking Raw. But you know, the best thing about you know, getting a crack addiction is you're white. You know? Oh man, the cops love that. They're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just hanging out with these brothers. And he's like, no, you are not.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are. What's their name? Well, that's
Jerome.
Tommy. Yeah, that's Tommy. That's Jerome. That's Michael. You know, because, you know, a lot of 70s black names are the same. There's always a Chris in the bunch. So, on that note, let me just say this. I didn't get one.